Hi, I'm Tim and this is Timberway Designs. In this video here, I'm going to take a slab or a rough rock and I'm going to take you through my process of making a cabochon. So this week, got a piece of Bumblebee Jasper. Let's make a cabochon. So I picked up a couple chunks of Bumblebee Jasper at a rock show a couple weeks ago, and I got this one here. And the person that was selling it looked like they tried to do a shine on it, but that's not why I got it. I didn't get it for that. I got it to make cabochons out of. So I got this piece. And I got this piece here, and I went ahead and I lapped it to get the shine off and kind of flatten it out because it had a little lumpiness going on to it there. So I'm going to do a side angle tongue here. I'm going to do 1.5 inches, and I want to do it right about there because I want some of this gray stuff in there for a little offset. So about like that. I'm going to use an ultrafine Sharpie here. If I can keep it from moving. Okay. So I'm going to take this downstairs to the trim saw. I'm going to trim this piece out, and then we'll take it over the cab machine and start making a cab out of it. So we'll see you down on the saw. All right, we're downstairs on my high-tech 10-inch trim saw. We're going to trim this out of the slab here. Alright, that's close enough for me. Let's move over to the cabbing machine. Alright, we're on my 6-inch Kingsley North cabbing machine here. Got the piece, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 80 grit. I'm going to kind of get close to the line. I'll get on the line on the 220 grit, and then I'll clean up those marks on the 280 grit. So let's start grinding. Alright, that's close enough in there. Now let's move over to the 220. Alright, that was pretty quick. Let's move over to the 280. All right, this went really fast. I'm gonna have to check up on this a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and put this on the dot pot and get a stick on it and start cabbing it. Okay, we're back. We're all dopped up. Basically, all I'm doing is just gluing a dowel with some lapidary wax to the cab, so I got something to hang on to. And while I was waiting for the dot pot to heat up, I went and looked this up on the internet, which I should have probably done right off the bat. This is definitely Bumblebee Jasper. It's lefts and Mohs 5, so it was relatively soft, and hence I was grinding through it pretty quickly. So this isn't going to take very long at all. So let's get going here. Okay, what I did is I made a girdle around the bottom edge here. It's about an 1/8 inch, 2 millimeter-ish. You can see at the angle I come in at, and that really don't matter just as long as there's some kind of angle going in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this edge here and get rid of the center since this is a thicker piece, and then get kind of a crude dome looking cut on it, and then we'll come back and dome it. Alright, that's good enough. Now what I've been noticing, this thing is absolutely full of druzy pockets. They're popping up everywhere, so I'm kind of curious what the finished cab's going to look like. So we're done with the 80 grit, we're going to move on to the 220 grit. Alright, looking good. Let's move on to 280 grit. gonna move on to the polishing side, so I'm gonna shut you off for a minute here. All right, we moved over to the polishing side. They got a 600, a 1200, a 3000, and a cerium oxide disc around the corner here. So we'll start with the 600. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the 1200. All right, moving along to the 3000. Let's see what we got for a shine going here. That ain't so shabby. Let's hop over onto the cerium oxide and see if we can bump this just a little bit. All right, this is my cerium oxide disc on the end of the shaft. It's screwed into there. It's on a foam pad with a sticky cerium oxide pads on it, and I like it. It does a good job. It's not messy. And let's see what we can do with this Bumblebee Jasper. See what we got going here. That's not too bad. I liked it a little shinier, but looks like there's just a tiny bit of undercutting, and then I got some druzy pockets going in there. So let's take this upstairs and look at it a little closer. All right, well, let's take a closer look at this. There's nothing shy about this cabochon. This thing's got some really bright colors on it. And yeah, you get a little closer look here. Actually, I'm probably going to put the bail on like that. It's got a druzy pocket right there, and I think a little in there and a little in there. So this thing was just full of little druzy pockets. But I think the color is going to give off more than the druzy pockets ever would. The only thing I would have done different was I would have added a little more gray in the bottom, but that really didn't polish very well. You can see right there. It's got a little bit, but not a lot. So this, here's the money is in the orange right there. So there it is, Bumblebee Jasper. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me take a slab of this and turn it into a beautiful cabochon right here. And it did not take very long. It was like working a stick of butter. So next week, I have a piece of Somerville Crazy Lace Agate from Georgia. A viewer sent me to make a cabochon out of, and this will be next week's project. So appreciate you watching, especially all you subscribers out there. Glad you like the content, and all you viewers out there, consider subscribing. It's absolutely free, and once you subscribe, everybody go over and give me a thumbs up so it gets the analytics out there so more people can find this content, and then you can hype it, share it, and ring that bell so you get notifications. This video comes out every Saturday, and I got another video series that comes out every Wednesday where I cut 10 rocks in half. So check that out if you got time. So I'm going to put a playlist. I think that's going to pop up over here. And then I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to do the playlist this time. So thanks again for watching. That's all I got, and I'll catch you later.